that whole process of squeezing and resetting was totally skipped is there can be some misalignment and jamming up of some of these cranial sutures. Breastfeeding, no matter who you are, can be a challenge. And it's especially a challenge when we can't figure out why there's so much difficulty getting our little one to latch on. Or if a little one does a great job breastfeeding, and then around 3 to 4 months of age, they all of a sudden start to struggle, start to shake, start to pull off after only getting a couple gulps. Now, this is actually a big red flag for me as a pediatric chiropractor and craniopath, and it has to do with the bones of the palate. Now, you can see here that there's multiple different bones of the palate, and they all play an intricate role in the actual breastfeeding process. Now, as we transition and go to about 3 to 4 months of age, a baby will start to use a lot more of the back part of their palate to actually be able to draw out and really get a really good feed from mom's breast. Now, what can happen during the birthing process as a baby's head is squeezed out through the birth canal and then resets for cranial molding, or in the event of a C-section, that whole process of squeezing and resetting was totally skipped, is there can be some misalignment and jamming up of some of these cranial sutures here at the back. Now, when that happens, there can be a lot of tenderness, a lot of gagging that happens to the back part of the palate. Now, in an infant with this, as they start to need to use that back part of the palate more, it can become more difficult to breastfeed, and the latch that they once had now becomes more challenging. Now, this is especially fascinating when it comes to older kids as well. I can't tell you how often I have a conversation with a 5 or 6-year-old's parent who mentioned that this happened at 3 months of age. And at 5, 6 years old, we go to assess their palate and their cranium, and they still have this extremely hyperactive gag reflex. And they have these other health concerns like difficult with digestion, lots of reflux, lots of constipation. And as we begin to actually allow the nervous system to be able to unwind and actually get better movement of the bones of the cranium that don't fully fuse until about 25 years old, all of a sudden they start to have amazing changes in their health, not only of their gut, but of their immune system because of how well those are connected. So if this makes sense for you, go ahead and share this with a friend, share this with a family member, share this with a loved one who can take this information and really make amazing change for their family, because gosh, we know that healthy kids grow up to be healthy adults.